Hey guys, this is Hannah and I have another process video for you today. Hopefully the sound is much better on this. I turned off my AC and my fan, and so here I'm showing you all the stuff that I'm thinking about using. It's mostly the Chamel line, her new paper line, and I'm using this sketch here too from Creative Scrappers. It's number 206. Sorry if you hear my chair squeaking a little. The mic on my thing is super sensitive, and my hubby says for Christmas I'm getting new stuff. So I'm excited, and he's such a great guy. So here I am ripping my vellum that I sprayed with my new mist that I got, the Flat Fabios from Lindy Stamp Gang. I know this is super fast, so hopefully I don't rush through the narration. So really what I'm doing right now is the Studio Calico papers. I took a few of those. And I'm just looking for papers to layer underneath my picture. I really wanted to do some layering. Now on the sketch there was no layering really underneath the photo, but I really wanted to do that. So here I'm taking some strips off, the branding strips. Now her branding strips are really cool. She has a lot of stuff on them so you can actually use them, which is really nice. So that, you can put them on your page and use them if you want to use a little bit. So I'm just figuring out where I want to put this anchoring for my picture so it doesn't float in the middle of my page, or in the corner of my page. So I'm also going to ink all my papers with the teal damask, the Prima ink edger and the chalk edger. So I'm doing that, just kind of figuring where. I also use these hearts. I think they're die cut with a view. They're already pre-cut die cut borders, and I really liked the hearts, and the color goes really good with the colors in the Chamel line. And I like the hearts because she has hearts in a lot of her papers. So here I think I had to get up for something, but it was just so short that I didn't cut it out. And so here I'm taking the branding strips. Of course, I realized as I took this off that they're perforated, so I probably could have ripped them and avoided the extra task of that. But here I'm just kind of seeing, I really wanted pretty tight layers. I didn't want them really, really big because I didn't want to take up too much. I wanted to be able to see the vellum and see the back of the page. So here I'm just figuring about how much I need of this pink paper that has black and like cream colored circles on it. And it really was a good balance between the darker pink red color. It's like a cherry tomato type of color, and then that teal color. And the colors from the Studio Calico pack really go well with these ones that I use. And I also added this black photo strip. I thought that the black and the white was a really good contrast to the pink and red colors. So it just kind of helps break it up. And so here I'm trying to figure out where I want. And I knew I wanted to put some stuff up in that corner. And so I'm trying to figure out what papers I want up there. Here I'm edging everything and start to glue everything down. Of course, I don't think I put it back exactly, but I like the way I ended up putting it down. So I get everything. Now this picture I took of my daughter at the beach. My husband is in the military, and every once in a while they have a day where you get together with all the other families in the unit, or sometimes it's just a squad, and the families get together and they do something. So they really don't have to work, but they have to be there. But so we're at the beach, which is really nice. You know, in Hawaii, there's a lot of nice things that you can do. But of course, after a while being out with the kids all day, sometimes you just want to get home, and you have to be there for a certain amount of time. But it ended up being a really, really beautiful day. The water was so gorgeous. I mean, it was like magazine perfect that day. So here I'm just layering some of these smaller pieces I cut out of her paper. She had a lot of like cutouts, and she has one page that has like tags, like luggage tags and stuff. So I really wanted to layer those. I didn't get any ephemera, so I wanted some bits and pieces that I could layer, and I really just felt like layering today. Really wanted to layer. And I wanted to have some fun with these new papers that I got. I've been using a lot of the Boys of Summer kit from Scraptastic, and I like it, but I really am just having a hard time using it. I don't know. So I really like the colors in this kit. So here up at the top, I'm just trying to trim everything down. I don't want it too bulky up there. I want to leave a little bit of space up there. And I knew I wanted to put some embellishment type stuff up at the top. So here I'm just inking everything, and I'm not really sure what I wanted to do with the rest of this cloud paper. So I think about cutting it out, and I cut, you know, do all my fussy cutting, and then I really end up deciding that I don't like the clouds. They look a little bit more like mountains. So, and yeah, I wasn't really going for that look, so I decided to not use it like that, and I cut it up. But I like that the teenier strip, it kind of keeps it small. And so here I'm just figuring out where I want it, and then I'm going to tape it down. But yeah, so we ended up, I'll tell you a little bit more about that day at the beach. We ended up being there like all day. And there was a lot of activities as far as for the soldiers, but for the little kids and stuff, I mean, my kids like the water, but it's out in the middle of the sun, and my daughter, she had leukemia about a year ago, and so she has chemo, and she can't be in the sun, so we had to found this picnic table, and it was underneath the shade, so yeah, that really helped her not be in the sun all day. And it ended up being that she had a great day. I mean, sometimes when we're out, she can only be out for like 15-20 minutes just because the heat and everything with the humidity. So here I'm writing, I'm journaling about the day and about how she had such a great day, and how I'm super impressed with just how well she is adjusting to this life that she didn't get to choose from with all the chemo and everything. And just how proud I am that I'm her mom. And this picture of her smiling is just, I love it. It just shows the spirit that she has, that like, hey, Cancer, I'm not gonna let you win. And so, I mean, she has her bad days, but I like that I get to scrap the good days so much more, and I find it super therapeutic to be able to find all these good moments amongst craziness. So here I'm gluing this down, and I mean, you see I use the Tombow glue to just glue it all down. It kind of, going on the speed, it looked like it didn't take me very long. So here I'm cutting this out, and I really am going to fussy cut these. I'm not going to show you because it was kind of boring. It took a while. So yes, you're welcome. You don't have to see me fussy cut cameras. But I really wanted to use them I wanted to put a triangle, or have my 3 groups of clusters. So here I'm taping the pop dots. I didn't keep all of this on either. That took forever, getting all those pop dots on. So I picked 3 little spots, and it actually is kind of in a diagonal, which I didn't mean to do it on purpose, but it just worked out that way. And I put these Studio Calico pearls in the middle of the camera. I thought they looked really cute. So here I'm looking for some stickers to like layer in, and I really been lately doing a lot of layering with stickers and ephemera and stuff. So I'm just looking for some stickers with different colors, and some of these have gold on them, so of course I have to find some gold to go on each little thing. But I really liked up at that corner, it says smile and enjoy every moment, and it really just says so much to that day, to how we live our life right now, just enjoying every single moment, because you don't know what the next moment's going to be. And so here I'm putting the title down. I'm using the Dear Lizzie thickers that I just bought in the blue, and I use that for today and for the word day. So I end up using a sticker sheet from Simple Stories. That's vintage, something vintage. That was their last year summer line. So I'm using those, and I'm using the Chamel block stickers too. Here I'm just looking to see if I have anything on this Echo Parks Capture Life, because a lot of the colors are similar. So, and I end up using this banner that's black and white, and I put it there, but I really wanted to put underneath the camera, but I just, with the pop dots, it's really hard to get those pop dots up, so it wasn't going to work. So yeah, I just put that there, and if anything, that's the only thing that I don't really like where I placed it. So here I'm going back to my title. So, and the title is Today is a Good Day. So here I'm looking for some like word stickers, and the one that I picked says beautiful, and I just couldn't find any more on that sheet. That they were really big, so it was kind of hard if you wanted something small. So I'm looking through my Maggie Holmes from ephemera from the original pack, because some of the colors on there are similar. Here's just that was up at the top corner is just a plain piece of cardstock that I cut out with a circle punch a while ago. And so I find a couple pieces of ephemera, a doily, and like a tag type sticker that I made a banner out of. And I just squeeze those in there and find a good spot for them to just kind of peek. And I use this bow too, and you know, kind of fiddle around where I want it. And in the end, it looks really cute up in that corner. So that's where that goes. I put those down with glue dots instead of using, I use ATG on a lot of stuff, but I use the glue dots for that. And that's up in that corner there. I glue that down. And so I also look through some flair, but I didn't see any flair that I have that really went with the colors. And so I think I just put these buttons from, what are those buttons from? My Mind's Eye. So those are from the Now and Then, and those colors are also similar. So I put some buttons, and I also used some more gems, some of those pearls. I used some on each cluster. I used 3. I tried to use mostly the small ones, so I ran through the small ones, and in the middle I use a little bit of a bigger one, and then I go and I find some up in that corner near where my journaling is. I wanted something gold, so I found a heart, and I didn't have hearts really anywhere else, so I put a heart on each little cluster just to kind of tie it all together. And I think that's it. So I just cut everything so the edges are clean. And so here are some stills of it, and I hope you guys enjoy my video. I think this one turned out so much better. So thank you guys for watching, and mahalo. Have a nice week. Bye.